Welcome back to the Ultimate Wolf Reviews in Gaming. So today I'll be taking a look at the Transformers Thrilling 30 Anniversary Voyager class Rhinox. This character took part in the Beast Wars series, and then Beast Machines by Tinkor, but this is Rhinox we're talking about. He was one of the main members of the crew members of the Maximals, which was the Beast Wars Autobots fighting the Predacons, which would be the Beast Wars Decepticons. It was different. It took part after G1. Between the G1 when they landed on Earth in the Ark, obviously with he'll be in Kingdom, the Beast Wars show. But it was different with the Beast Wars. If you've seen the Beast Wars show, instead of how they transformed, they would say their names and maximize, or their names and terrorize. Maximize would be how the Maximals transformed and Predacons transformed was terrorize. And then they would say beast mode to go back into their beast mode. So it was a little bit different. And then Rhinox was a crew member of the exploration ship, the Axon, when Captain Optimus Primal got word that the Predacon criminal Megatron had stolen the Golden Disc, and a ship with transport capabilities. The Axon was the closest vessel that also possessed a transform drive, so Rhinox ship was sent to engage them. Axon is not the Ark, it's two different ships, if you're wondering. Yeah, two different ships. There's last Friday, depending on when you've seen this, on last Friday, on this April 9th, we saw the Kingdom Rhinox, which before I knew the Kingdom Rhinox was coming out, I literally said, I'm going to keep this one and keep it with my Kingdom line, which I am doing. I'll show you pictures of the new Kingdom one, but that'll be later. Let's take a look at this figure and see what I think about him and his gloriness from the old Beast Wars, from the old generations, before Combine Wars and Times Return, Power of the Prime started. Yes, you'll hear the echo. I'll make it full screen while we talk about the figure. So you can see the figure in the robot mode. Since I don't have the original box art, but the box I do have is original weaponry. But so you can see there's Rhinox. But yeah, when you open him out of the box, he came with that comic book and his two weapons, but I'll show that off. His chain guns. I'll show that off later. When they take a look at the accessories. You just get those two in that comic book. So you can see here's Rhinox in the robot mode. And he also falls over. See the red eyes, the gold leg, well, more 10-inch, almost goldish plastic. White for the teeth, the red for the eyes. It'd be hard to get in there, but he does have red eyes, which is show accurate. The black right there, black green, and then you can see some cranial parts. And obviously the feet. But so you can see that's his robot mode. And then if you look at the side, you just see the side of the arm and the back of the leg. And then the Rhino ears and arm. Well, it is a Rhino in alt mode, Rhinox. Just with the X at the end for Rhino. Well, X at the end of Rhino, so Rhinox. Yeah, this is what it says, alt form for all 3 seasons of Beast Wars, and then he became another character in Transformers Beast Machines. But we're only talking about Rhinox, not Tankor. But so you can see there goes Rhinox in robot mode. He does come with 2 weapons, but I'll show after possibility and then also the comparisons. So the head is on the ball joint. Can't look up that much. Almost full 360 do the hinge. Can't look up down that much. That's you hinge the head up to get the full 360 if you want to use it. You could get like a confused look if you want. Arms can do a full 360. No issues there. Out to the side due to transformation, no issues there. Or if you bring up the other hinge, but bicep has a full 360 and that bend, not that much, a bit less than 90 degrees due to the molding, but a little bit less than 90 degrees from what it looks like. There, like I said, the full 360, and the hands can't do anything. The way how it transforms, legs can go forward. Hands, and they came unhinged on the legs. There. But so you can bring the legs forward if you bring you can bring legs forward, or you can bring it down on the cinch. Your transformation get more up. So if you want, you can adjust his height. But so that's how far they could go with the regular. Hinge, okay, there. Back that far. Bring it down a little bit more. So you can see if you pinch this down, you get more back. Works movement. Out to this side. No issues there. Back a little bit. So the legs have a biceps, thigh swivel. Not full 360, but due to a transformation. So yeah, thigh swivel. Knee bend. There's that, a little bit forward. The feet can move down. It's supposed to be up right there. Can go up, so you have a little bit upward movement, but due to transformation. And yes, he does have ankle tiltage too. So if you want, you can give him the ankle tiltage for a pose. Send him up in the map. Can see with the ankle tiltage. He's bringing the head up slightly. So you can at least see Rhinox. I'll quickly do a few comparisons, then I'll show you with the weaponry, and I know the weapons can't store on it. So obviously, we're going to get a new Rhinox with the Kingdom line, which was revealed. I'll show pictures of it later, of the new Rhinox. But most people, collectors, are going to keep this one and replace this with the Kingdom one, because this one's more show accurate. And the Kingdom one's a little bit accurate. It's your preference. If you want a new Rhinox, get the Kingdom. If you want an old one, get the regular. The Generations 331. Here he is with the Siege Deluxe panel. So you can get at least the scale with the normal Deluxe class right there. And then here he is with the Autobot Siege, regular Autobot Impactor. So you can see he's about Impactor's height. And here is the Siege Netflix Ultra Magnus. Yes, I know there is a Kingdom Magnus. I probably won't be getting it. But as you can see, he is a little bit bigger than Rhinox. Which he should be, compared to some characters. Bigger than them. But yeah, that's the Siege Netflix Ultra Magnus. So you can at least get like a sense of how big he is. I'm not gonna get the Kingdom Magnus, so don't ask. Put him back on the side. So his weapons are right here. I'll bring all to it, so you can see they're. Well, if I put it in where the camera is, so you can see it's just brown like some of the run out parts, but with like a little spike right here. And then the 4 barrels, and then just the handle at the back. So the way how they made it, the guns can actually spin. Because like in the show, when you would see Rhinox fighting the Predacons or Decepticons, in the original Beast Wars show, the weapons would spin. So there's the little gray that piece right here. Brown piece, so it's polarized, so once you push it down, it becomes spin. And also try and get in the light. There, so you can at least see. And then the longer you press it down, well, keep pressing it, the longer it keeps spinning. So you can see they'll step on their phone, or you can just spin it. Which you did see it spinning fast, but that's how it was in the show. So you get that. There is no weapon storage for robot mode. There is for alt mode, but it's part of the Rhino. So you can just slide the weapons in hand. I'll quickly pose it. Pose him. And I also rotate so that way it looks like someone like that. See how it is in the thumbnail. He does have balance problems, but it's really easy to get him situated. So you have him in a good pose. Bring out his arm slightly. Like, so I rotate so that way it's like you can see like the plus but with the 4, and then like the maces on the opposite end of each other. Something like that. Somewhat like this. So that way you at least see it, well, like before. That one that's right there. But why don't we talk about his transformation? So to go into Rhinox's transformation, just ripping these guns and put them on the side. And I do know how to transform without the instructions, so well, we'll just rip straight back out. See why the articulation is a little bit limited. So in this show, I could say for the beginning, when they were transforming into robot mode, they would say their name and maximize or terrorize. For example, Rhinox would say his name and maximize. Rhinox maximize. Or Megatron would say, Megatron terrorize. It's just how the enemies work. So then they would just say beast mode, and then they would transform back into beast mode. It's just how they did it in Beast Wars. To change it up. We'll see if they do that in the New Kingdom show, how they like say their names and then their side to transform. Or say beast mode to transform it into beast mode. So we just want to, we'll work on the arms first. On the front arms. Open it up and then hinge the fifth. In. Close that. Rotate. And collapse it in. Collapse that all the way in. You'll hear that snap right there. More of a click, but so that way at least locks it in and out. So that way you get it like he's transforming. Rotate forward, open, push in, ups, and enjoy. Just push it in, the side's a little tighter, there. So that way you can see it's his beast mode. Well, part of it. And he does have a little bit of articulation in beast mode, but I'll talk about it once we get through all mode transformation. So you want to hinge these up, but you also want to hinge these forward. So, and bring out these pieces. So I'm trying to make sure it's camera all the way over slightly. And I'll lower it. There, so that way. So you just want to bring this piece up and out. Extend that, put that up. Extend, put that up. Leave these open like wings. So you can see we're slowly getting into his transformation. Now we want to just at least bring these up and just like hinge them up. Bring up. It's a little bit more secure there. So you're also gonna come to the back, bring that up all the way over. So that way you can see it's extending. Go to the bottom, at least to bring that back. Pull out the chest. Now bring that crotch assembly. Want to bring this up. Just I did on camera. Bring these arms back out. These wings back up. So you just, if you see there is a gray tab right there, little T tab, that will peg into the back of the head. So when you're going into his robot mode, show it from the side. So you can see you want it like collapsed in. Pull that out, so you can see this piece will rotate down. And it rotates all the way down. For right there, so you can see how it's in different spots. That's for beast mode. Pack that tab in. It's easier said than done. Want to do that tab first. Right in the back of his neck. And the head just collapses right there. Also, do want to fold these panels in. Flip that up. That's it for robot mode. Fold up and fold up. So that way it's starting to hide more. Bring in these arms, you'll see there is a tab. See if I can get the light. There you can see that tab, so these will just fill in that spot. And then so that way at least it's we're taking shape for Rhino mode or Beast mode. Engine. We still don't know how the new kingdom will transform yet. Say with like tons on Prime vs. Prime getting and Crimsic reviews getting their figures early. And maybe MGO, so we'll at least get to see how they transform. So now I did mention in the robot mode, now he has that piece inside, so if you want, you could. And if you want to show you technically waist hinge, but it's a little bit more easier said than done. So you can see this piece will unhinge, and then that's how it give you like this, and like, and yes, there is waist hinge, but waist swivel, but I personally don't mess with these mushroom head transformers figures. Because like on the regular RC, not the first edition for Transformers Prime, the normal one released, not the first edition, or the front tire that was on the mushroom bed. Yeah, that broke on my finger, or my follow Cybertron's window. His waist is on the mushroom pack, so yeah, it broke. So I don't mess with the mushroom packs a lot. But so you want to rotate the waist. So you can see the legs are also on mushroom packs. Most of it is on mushroom packs, so just be careful. You don't want it to break. So you can see now we're gonna flip this piece up. I'll make sure it's easier. So then I'm gonna make sure that leg is straight and flip that piece in. And yes, that is also toy axe set for him. I should have just shown him roll on it, but I can quickly mention. So yeah, you want to peg this from that leg and just pull it out. So for the toy axe, there's this little slot, space right there between, right there in the middle of that foot, so that will get a sticker. If you do have the toy axe set, where you put labels. Also for robot mode head, I'm going to quickly undo some of it. This came on hinge. So there's another piece. There we go. Okay, so for the robot head, max for the head, you get a few maximal symbols, but they're already molded in there, but it's going to probably be hard to see. There, you can kind of make out, so you get a maximal symbol right there, and then this piece right here gets green sticker, and also like the inserts of these little corners that get a sticker. Well, if you have the toy axe set. Or readable labels. So I'll probably pick up, I'll probably do a live video of me playing those stickers on my figures once I do get the set for it. And we pack everything back up. Close that back up. these arms back in. Okay. So I quickly did put forward and push that little heel spur in or the lower one foot. So yeah, you want to be careful with these. So you want to bend, like so. Bend at the knee. Well, the back. Yeah, the knee. And this piece will hinge forward. And you can see it's made out a little spot. So you can see there's a tab right there. Right here, and then there's that little edge piece. So that will just sit up again at the top. You just gotta hinge that waist back up to back in. Like so. Yes, I know it's off camera, but I'm doing at least one set doing on camera. Okay. So you can see the leg will just sit right there. So you want to make sure this is straight. It came undone. Hinge that around. Hinge that up. And just get it back in. There we go. So there's that, and then that will peg in onto that tab. And sit above that notch. And you can see this, or this right there, this panel will just sit on top. Straighten the leg, it's pegged in. Do the same thing for the other side, let me re-peg in. There. You need to make sure everything is clean for the back. There, so it looks more like beast mode. So you can come to the back of it. Since now I actually have all legs transformed, I can get him stand. Kind of, but it's okay. Okay, I'll bring him more forward. So where the legs have more room to work. So you want to hinge this back. All the other panels are soft, are regular plastic, but these pieces, this back panel right here with the tail is soft plastic. So you see there's two tabs right there. I will just slide in on the inside of it. Hinge down. So more fills out more. And hinge this forward. This in. Or let's take it a sec to get it. There we go. There. Hinge that forward. There, so you can at least see that will complete the back of the Rhino. So now you're probably wondering why I left these pieces up to act like wings. So there's a reason. So you want to put them upside down. Reverse that. So we're gonna have to put his guts in. And the guts are guns. So you'll see there, you just gotta line up. It won't be easier said than done. So you can see you just want to peg in. So these 4 barrels will go on the inside of these ones, and then these will sit right at the edge. And next to it, so it looks something like that. For the hardest part of the transmission, you want to hinge this back. Hinge back. Okay. There, that was the hard part. Yes, I am joking. Okay, so now you just want to put the guns in the body, middle, get it nice aligned. If you can, and just bring these pieces up. Tap right there. So you can see how this will just sit right there next to the handle. Tab in right there, which will help secure it. And there, Rhino has its guts, which the guts are just the guts, so it's not actual guts, but obviously it's Transformers, so. And there you have your beast, your Transformers 330 Rhinox in his beast mode. But you can see, it's a Rhino. Looks good, and wish there maybe was a little bit more possibility, but all the detail is good. So you can see like the white horns right there, the ears, the paws with the white paint, which as you can see it's a little chipped on one side. Oh, you just gotta fix that. And then same for the back, smooth, and then you have the tail. So if you stop motion, if you do stop motion, you can obviously get the fact like the guns are spinning like in the show, or give it the fact that it's walking. But since the way how he transformed, you could bring these legs forward, or articulation a little bit forward, right there. Arms can't hinge in that much, or they won't. There's that. You saw that can go tilted, but it's gonna break I'll break the base because it's Rhino and doesn't really have any sausage. Also, the mouth can open if you hinge right there. Just hinge that. Just hold this piece and hold the front. And also, if you look, you can see he has molding eyes. Too, they're just black circles. Let's see molding eyes. So, to open them up out of the mouth, just hinge it forward. So it looks like it's open, but if you open it too much, you can see the head of Rhinox. Like if you open it like multiple transformation. And say like, and obviously you'll see the chest. There's something right on there. So if you look, you can see multiple teeth at the top and bottom. But yeah, but if I displayed it in beast mode, I would do it like that so you don't see all this. So you can see it looks like a Rhino. For comparisons, let me bring it back. Here he is with the Power of the Primes. Headstrong, but this is the Voyager version. Just a little bit, few more improvements on this than the original Hasbro. So you can see there he is with another fellow Rhino. Obviously much bigger. There's based on two different Rhinos. Just peg something back in because I saw it came undone. It's fine. I'm just gonna probably put it back in climb mode. But so you can see there he is with the fellow Rhino Transformer. Here he is with Earthrise Double Dealer in his con mode or bird mode. At least so you can see how it looks like a fellow beast Transformers. Not all from Beast Wars. Which I just seen Patriot Primes. Reaper label set for Double Dealer, which I might get to make the figure a little bit more pop. Just seeing if I can get Double Dealer Swingspan for his bird mode, so you can at least get like a sense of scale. But so you can see, there's that. And W off to the side. And here he is with the actual line. Yes, it was a joke, but the printed non yes Anderson. So you can at least get a sense of scale between a lion and a rhino. She's like pretty good in scale. Obviously one that has a little bit of pulsability. But see a rhino and a lion. Moving right outside. So you can see that's all Rhinox can do. Well, for this figure, we'll see how the game one looks. Let's talk about the final thoughts. Something fell over, but it didn't knock other things over. Almost did, but it's fine. But so let's talk about the final thoughts for this figure. But yeah, for the final thoughts for this figure. So obviously, as you can see, good articulation. Some limited due to the way how it transformed to different posability. Older figure, the joints still hold up. Like the figure was like released in 2014. 2014, so you can see it still holds up after many years later. Well, yeah, 7 years later. So I'll show you pictures of like the original show, like with its gene guns. But yeah, I'll show you like pictures of the New Kingdom one, like a view from the show. So I'll share my screen so you can see it. Make sure to mute the audio. Okay, I won't share audio, but you'll still hear me talking. Edit them, so share my screen. So you can see what I'm looking at. So here's the, well, at least show perspective, so you can see like the teeth behind the head, so you can see it's so accurate. Whereas with the G1 is the picture, so you can see, look, here's some, so you can see the red eyes, all that detail you see on this figure in robot mode. So there isn't this rhino mode, so you can see how show accurate it is to the figure, and then it's the same in the show. And so here he is with the New Kingdom Rhinox. And then I'll show you another scene in the show. So you can see that eyes are different, feet are different, and then the crotch is different. Everything is different. The gold around the guns, gold in the middle, and then the silver, and then 2 maces. Do you like the original ones better, like the ones that came with the Generations one, and then this review one? But, so it looks like the guns will be able to combine, maybe do a transformation. But so if you look on the chest, you can see like the robot mode. Well, the teeth, that will just from which splits open, because that's a faux part. Like you see the actual jaw for Rhino in back. I believe this show had the black eyes too, so the Generations one, the early 30s, is more show accurate, which is different, but yeah. So you can see there's the Rhino mode right there, next to it. There's that. I'll show you other pictures what they have. One of the robot mode. to random mode again. Random mode again, so you see that jaw will be to open, to less panelized, to another different pose in robot mode, and up close to the beast mode head, up close to the jaw. So we'll stop pushing it there. Okay, there's another pose for robot mode. Yeah, still like the original one. So why don't we talk about the Beast Wars Rhinox from the show?
This unforgettable vacation.
With the sounds on the video, all it loads up. So this one, I'm just gonna show you, so at least you can at least see how it looks. So there he is. So maybe they were going from this design where he had the red eyes when he became evil, and then there's the Beast Wars Megatron, or Barney from Beast Wars. Yes, they are talking, but I won't show it, audio-wise at least. And then there is transformation. So you can see the teeth looks like Kingdom looks like more of the robot accurate, but it's silver instead of the gold. So, and then obviously like you saw the back of the teeth right there, and then they fight. The robot mode jaw right there, how it splits. One would be split from the chest, and one will just stay on the back. And he's talking to Pterosaur and Beast Wars Scorponok, which we also are getting a Beast Wars Scorponok in Kingdom, but we don't know about Pterosaur, Beast Wars Inferno. And then they tries to attack him, but he jumps over and they fight for a few seconds. Rhinox was basically the Maxwell's Ratchet. And there's the guns, too. Yeah, so you can see that was the show. Yeah, different drawings, different drawings. You saw the show picture. Yeah, I've been the Ultimate Wolf Review. You can find the Ultimate Wolf on Discord, the Wolf Club server, Streamers United server, Ultimate Wolf on Instagram, the Ultimate Wolf on Twitch, Ultimate Wolf on Patreon, all links in the description. And this has been like the Throwback Thursday review. Which figure will I review next week? You'll find out. Comment, like, subscribe, share the video with your friends.